What's going on, guys? Fantasy Stock Exchange here, bringing you back another part of our team mock draft series. We're going 7 rounds, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, last team of the NFC East. Bush, what are your thoughts on what we're going to get going?
I think I can speak for both of us when I say that this is not our favorite team in the world.
Oh,
You being a Cowboys fan, me watching Donovan McNabb and Andy Reid end my dreams as a child. But we'll try and improve this team, even though we're not the biggest fans of the Eagles.
yeah, I agree. I'm looking into this right now. I mean, obviously we have the premium feature, so we can end up trading up. Would that be something you'd be interested in if one of the receivers fell in the 14-15 range?
Yeah, I think that's you just brought it up there. I think we'll pause the draft after each pick, and then if Ruggs, Judy, or Lamb is slipping a little bit, then we might entertain a trade offer, maybe to hop the Broncos at 15 with either the Bucks. Well, I guess probably the Bucks because the Niners are looking at a receiver as well. So
Sounds good. I mean, let's start it and we'll pause around that range. So Burrow, Young, Kuda. Pretty typical draft so far.
Wirfs at 5, not
Yeah.
bad. Maybe pause after Oakland's pick or Vegas's pick.
Wow.
Okay, so just Judy's on the board, right?
Yeah. Now, if you're an Eagles here, like, do you think that's a no-brainer
I
trade
trade
up?
up for him. I think I would try and trade up for him.
All right, let's do that right here.
I think the Broncos will like Judy a lot as well. So
Buccaneers. Yeah, he'd be a great fit. I was just we're
yeah.
gonna get into the matchmaker video, but yeah, we'll see what happens there.
Okay, so I'm thinking 21 and 103 should probably do it.
Yeah, I agree. See if they take that. Sorry, the Bucks have. What about
Okay.
throwing in 168?
Yeah, throw in a fifth and maybe give him a sixth back. See if it balances. Like I want to try and make it kind of realistic. Okay, then get rid of the sixth then.
Okay. Accepted. Perfect. So with the 14th overall pick, 2020 draft, I mean, I'm sure a lot of Eagles fans would love this. They're taking Jerry Judy.
Yeah. Sure they'd love it a lot more if he fell to 21, but I could assure you that's not going to happen. So
Yeah. So
oof. Bucks going Swift at 21. I like that.
yeah, that's a good fit.
I don't hate that. Like pick a first if you're gonna pick a running back in the first round, at least trade down first.
We just saw Matt Hennessy, Robert Hunt go at the tail end of the first as well. And Zach
Yeah.
Bond fall into the second. Same with Jordan Love. Wow.
Yeah, Colts getting Jordan Love in the
Second.
second round is something I think is very possible for them.
That'd be all. Oh, and then you guys get
As
Ezra
for
Cleveland.
Cleveland, great draft so far.
Yeah. So we're
Ross
back on the clock.
Blacklock is going to go high in the draft. I don't think he falls that far.
Agreed.
The league's very high on him, I think.
So
All
we're
right,
back on the clock at 53, and just like looking at it now, I
it's
mean,
not great.
yeah. I mean, we could check the corners on the board because I think that's the second priority. You got Jalen Johnson, Damon Arnett, Bryce. I mean, these guys are kind of in the similar tier for me. Uh, Now, what are your
I like
thoughts on like a trade down here?
I don't hate it, but to me, if you go to the linebackers, there's a very clear tier break to me. My fourth linebacker on the board is right there.
Mine's right here.
Willie Gay Jr. is my fourth rated linebacker, and I think to me it's a massive drop off after
Wow, so
him. I know he's
you're not
got
as
some.
high on.
I have him sixth. I think Akeem Davis Gaither. I think Malik Harrison's fifth, but
Right.
I think Willie Gay Jr. is a special player. I think he's just gotten a bunch of shit in college. He's not the most the smartest dude. Apparently, he had some academic troubles. He had gotten in an altercation with one of his teammates or something. But this dude's a freak, man. Like he's a freak athlete. He's a 5-star athlete coming out of high school. Like he's a freak. You saw what he did at the combine. Like
Yeah, he blew it up.
the Philadelphia Eagles haven't had a good linebacker in a long time.
Since really Michael Kendricks in his peak.
Yeah, yeah, and Michael Kendricks is like not athletic too.
Yeah.
So like you haven't had like a sideline to sideline like showstopper like Willie Gay Jr. can be if he's under. And I think the Eagles have a good enough like culture that it's not like he's like Willie Gay Jr. is going to the Jets or something where he could like flip out on his coach or something like that. I think my vote would be for Willie Gay Jr. I think the corner depth in this class. I know we just traded our third round pick, but I think in the fourth round you can still get a decent corner, and I don't think the Eagles like need a starting corner because they have Slay now, and they still have some other guys that are kind of like in the mix. They're
I mean,
not like
heck, even if a
unreal
guy like
players.
Pride fell to us at our next
Yeah,
pick.
yeah, I think you can get a solid corner in the fourth round for someone who's probably going to end up competing for your third and fourth corner spot. Like I don't think they're going to start whoever they pick. So
I mean, again, you mentioned you prefaced Willie Gay Jr. While I do have Akeem Davis Gaither a little bit higher, I mean Willie Gay Jr. is my 5 on my board, and I just think that that's kind of like a tier. Personally, like now, it depends how you view Zach Bond, because Zach Bond would be above both of them, but he's already
yeah,
long
yeah,
gone.
I view him as an edge though.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, no, they're both in my same tier. So if you have Willie Gay graded higher and you think it's like more so like a tier break after him, I'm perfectly fine with taking Gay here.
Yeah, I think he's going to go high in the draft too. This is probably about where he's going to go in the draft. I think the league. Daniel Jeremiah tweeted out how high the league is on him. I think he's going top like 50 for sure.
Yeah, I can definitely see it. So getting him at 53 here is good value for the Eagles.
Yeah, for sure.
JT at 54 to the Bills. Wow.
Not bad.
Not I just see no way that actually happens in a real draft.
Oh,
I mean,
Clyde Edwards-Helaire to the Chiefs. That's a dream
wow.
right there. Fantasy dream.
Literally. Akers to the Dolphins.
Corners are just flying off the board
Yeah.
right now.
If you're an Eagles fan, you're not liking that.
Oh,
And we don't have our third round pick. Oh, Pride would have been.
there goes Troy Pride and Jacob Eason to the Bucks.
Oh, your favorite, eh?
Yeah. I don't hate it in the third round. I would have rather taken Jalen Hurts, though. Donovan Peoples-Jones to the Saints is very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, big body target, pair him on the outside with Michael Thomas.
Eno to the Ravens, too, is also kind of interesting.
Damn, there's Natani Muti for the Patriots there. Kevon Wallace. Van Jefferson to the Ravens.
Van Jefferson to the Ravens. I like that a lot.
There's some fun picks in this mock right here.
Yeah.
Zach Moss, a perfect fit for the Chargers, by the way.
For
to
sure.
pair with Eckler. Wow, the Bucks are having a great draft.
Great draft.
Oh,
emoji.
I'm looking at Thad Moss to the Cowboys.
Albert O to the Patriots. Oh fuck, that could be dangerous.
Lucky Fotu to the Rams. I'm a big Lucky Fotu fan. So
corners are not looking good here.
Oh,
Ojemudia went off the board a couple picks ago. He would have been what I would have wanted. Can you check the safeties? I want to see.
I was gonna say I'd much rather wait around and get a guy like maybe a Josiah Scott, Javelin Guidry, Dane Jackson, Reggie Robinson, one of those guys. So
yeah,
I'd probably prefer going somewhere else.
Jackson too.
Yeah, I like him too. Geno Smith,
J.R. Reed's my pick here easily.
Pick.
Very easily to me, it's J.R. Reed.
And you plug him in.
They
lost Malcolm Jenkins.
They lost Malcolm Jenkins to the Saints. I think J.R. Reed is not exactly the same type of player as Malcolm Jenkins, but I think
it's like a light
if you're going to rotate the role that Malcolm Jenkins provided for the Eagles, I think you could probably get a lot of good use out of J.R. Reed, and I think he's a smart player, which is probably like the best attribute of Malcolm Jenkins' game. So,
yeah, I like it here. Plug him in fourth round. I mean, you're getting a potential starter here, J.R. Reed. Yeah, let's do it.
I'm like incredibly high on J.R. Reed, though. I think I'm like the only one who's.
I know you are.
I have a mid-third round grade on him, so I think it's pretty good value for me.
Anthony McFarland to the Seahawks is very fun as well. Yeah. It's very fun because that's a type of back that they don't have right now.
Colin Johnson to the Bucks.
What, Mike Evans Jr.?
Yeah, Mike Evans, but not as talented.
Literally. So we're back on the clock here, and I mean we could check edge and corner.
Do they need a nickel? Is my question.
Well, I mean, who they have outside of what they have? Sidney Jones. They have Darius Slay.
Is Mills back?
I believe so. I mean, here.
Yeah, I think they might need an outside corner because I was gonna say
they picked up Nickel Roby-Coleman.
Oh right, okay, so they do have a good nickel then. So they have two corner spots solidified for sure in Slay and Coleman. It's probably an open competition for the third.
Then they got like Maddox, Sidney Jones, all those guys.
Yeah, Maddox is not the greatest athlete, but he's probably serviceable. I want to go for an upside type of corner if we're gonna pick one here.
Yeah, like a Lamar Jackson.
They have enough to make do. Like it's not like they need a safe guy to because he's gonna have to start. Javelin Guidry is the one who's standing out to me.
I love Javelin Guidry.
I think he has a lot of upside. I don't think he's the most polished corner in this draft, but I like
Josiah Scott a lot too. Like one of these two guys.
I'm fine with either one of them. I think they're both kind of like the same type of corner. I don't think they're kind of boom or bust corners. They're kind of Marcus Peters-y.
I feel you. Yeah. I mean, like I have them similarly graded. If you'd prefer Guidry here, I'm perfectly fine with that.
I honestly have them similar graded too. It doesn't matter to me.
Let's just go Goodry because he was the first one brought up.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, we
back
got
to
back to
back.
back picks. Okay.
Edge just looks so depleted, man. There's like absolutely nobody I want to touch
I'm
here.
considering doubling up at receiver, to be honest.
I'm perfectly fine with this, but oof, there's some
Okay,
good.
so we got Judy with the first pick.
Yeah,
I say we go Duvernay with the second one because I think they could use a Nelson Aguilar replacement. I think
agreed.
Duvernay
I mean,
can do some of those things. I think he can also stretch the field, but they still have Deshaun Jackson, but I
yeah,
think
he's
Duvernay
injury
would kind
prone.
of
By the
yeah.
way, if the people that are saying, "Oh yeah, they're gonna trade Alshon Jeffrey," it's not easy at all. There's way too many guarantees in his contract to even
Mhm.
move that contract at all. So obviously, if he wasn't on this team, I mean, a guy like Andy Golden could probably step into that role.
Well, they
Uh,
also have J Jaw too, who's
oh
a
yeah, I
lot
forgot
like
about him
Alshon
too.
Jeffrey. I mean,
Yeah,
J Jaw kind of looked like shit in his rookie year,
yeah,
but I liked J Jaw coming out. I wasn't like really high on him. I know some people thought he was like a top 50 player. I didn't
yeah.
think he was that good. I
I thought
thought
he
he
was
was
like
like
a
a mid.
third.
I think I had a third round grade
Yeah,
on him somewhere around that mid third round. But
I mean, I like Duvernay here, especially
yeah,
given how inconsistent Deshaun Jackson is, like regarding whether he plays or not. That's an element to their offense that they sorely miss when he's not on the field. So getting a guy like Duvernay who can kind of provide insurance for that cause, I really like it here. A
yeah.
younger version of what you got in D-Jack.
I
So
definitely think you can work him and Judy inside and out too, because Judy plays a lot in the slot, but you can work Duvernay into the slot a lot, like Nelson Aguilar played when they were like in 2017 when Aguilar had that really good season. I think you can use him in the similar way that you would use Duvernay.
agreed. I mean, yeah, let's plug it in here. Devin Duvernay, last pick of the fourth round. I mean, that's good value.
Do we have any more picks?
I can pause it quick and check.
Hey, just go to my picks on the side there.
That just shows who you took.
Oh, it does. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, so like if we trade hypothetically, yeah, we still have the sixth
Okay, we have
rounder.
a sixth rounder. Okay.
So I mean, what are we looking to target next? Would you say?
Uh, Probably defensive line depth if I had to say
Yeah,
something.
maybe an interior defensive lineman. There's no edges like left that I really even care about at all. I mean, maybe Trevon Hill, but ugh,
Okay, good. Anthony
it's kind of
Jennings was picked.
gross.
I didn't want to pick him anyway.
Yeah, I hate Anthony Jennings. He's not an edge rusher in my opinion.
There's not like a lot of
Well,
great.
Michael Pirine to the Giants, eh? They literally just signed Dion Lewis. Like,
Yeah.
so we're
All
back on the
right.
clock. Ooh, that's a great value for the Bills, by the way. Sixth round,
Yeah.
Harrison Bryant.
Go to interior O line. Is there any guys there?
Yeah, we could check. I mean, nobody I really like care
Yeah,
about.
I'm not familiar with a lot of these guys. I don't really study offensive line too much. I
I've
usually
heard a
just kind
couple
of look
things
at
of
the
Tyre
main guys.
Phillips or Tyree Phillips. Whatever.
I've heard Kevin Dotson's name mentioned a couple times too, but
Did I just call him
uh
Tyre Phillips?
Tyre Phillips, yeah. I'd look for I'd go edge for
Well,
right
you
here.
want to check offensive tackle because they lost Hal
Actually, go
Vaitai.
running back. Go running back. Because they lost Jordan
Howard.
Howard, right? So
Even Patrick Taylor.
Keyshawn
Yeah.
Vaughn was a good Jordan Howard replacement in my opinion.
I was gonna even say him or Patrick Taylor would be a good replacement too.
Yeah, I think Patrick Taylor would like. I guess he's kind of a banger as well, but I think
Yeah,
he's better. I think he's a better receiver than Keyshawn Vaughn is, if I'm
that's fair.
not mistaken. But
Yeah, I'm
I
down
think
with
Keyshawn
Keyshawn Vaughn.
Vaughn's just a better player, to be honest. So
All right, yeah, let's do it. Let's make Tyler happy.
yeah, I know he's a Keyshawn Vaughn
he's a
guy.
big Keyshawn Vaughn guy. I mean, get him here sixth round. I mean, get him
Yeah, for sure.
good depth. I mean, let's do it.
I have a fourth
They
round
also
grade on
have
him. I think.
they also have two good receiving backs. I mean, Miles Sanders is a good receiver out of the backfield, and they got Boston Scott. So getting that kind of like that all around do it all type of cuff to Miles Sanders would be a good fit.
Yeah, I definitely think if you need to pick up a third and one, I think Vaughn's better at it than Sanders would be.
Agreed. Steven Montez to the Jets. It's so random. So looking at some of these picks is just so fun.
The Patriots have a million picks in the seventh round. They have like
Literally,
6 picks or something like that in the seventh round.
heck. Dane Jackson to the Cardinals is kind of like a really good value there at the seventh round. Good, solid corner. James Robinson to the Pats. Jawan Jennings. Imagine him
Yeah, I
on the
mean
Titans.
Robert Landers, that's pretty good value on him.
Yeah,
I know some people like him. Same with DJ
yeah,
Dallas. I think he's not terrible either.
yeah. I mean, that was a good draft. I mean, we can look it over tell the viewers what we got the haul for the Eagles, and yeah, let's just go over kind of like why we went with each. So Jerry Judy, Willie Gay Jr., J.R. Reed, Javelin Goodry, Devin Duvernay, and Keyshawn Vaughn. Obviously, again, what would you grade this if you were to give it a grade overall?
I love this is my favorite one we've done so far. I think I'd give
Agreed.
this an A minus.
I
I
agree.
think I think I think corner is a little. I wish we would have done a little bit more at corner or got a little bit better value. But the first three picks to me, I love them.
I mean, I agree. I even like a guy like Goodry, Duvernay, like
Hmm.
Duvernay in the at the 146 is just such a great fit for that offense. I mean, he could instantly come in, contribute as your wide receiver four, and yeah, like you'd be sad. I mean, he fills in the Deshaun Jackson role if he ever misses time. So I agree. I mean, I'd probably give this about an A minus, even maybe an A, just simply based on value. I mean, you fill in your holes. Uh, I mean, although we waited a little long on corner, I really like the upside of a guy like Goodry, and you got like sort of starters that can kind of fill in and do a solid job for now. And if Goodry hits, I mean, this is an easy A plus. But given the uncertainty, I'd probably give it more of an A minus A. But yeah, great value overall. So
Yeah.
anything you want to add before we wrap this up, or
No, I'll sign us off here. Make sure you guys are checking out the fantasystockexchange.com. We got a bunch of rookie profiles coming at you. The draft guide, rookie draft guide, will be dropping April 26th. The redraft guide will be later on in the summer. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Tell us how we did. Maybe you don't like Willie Gay as a prospect. You think linebackers are good on the Eagles. They're not. They're bad linebackers, but whatever you think, you guys probably know your team a lot better than we do. So let us know what you think of the draft, and yeah, that's all from us.
was gonna say,
Peace out.
I was gonna say if the Eagles had any good linebackers, he couldn't shred them every time we play.
Okay, here's the Cowboys jabs.
But yeah, no, we'll peace out. I just wanted to leave those Eagles fans a little bit of salt
All
before
right,
I logged off. Take care, y'all.
all right.